Right, today we're changing the brake pads on the front of the Volkswagen Amarok. This is the 580 V6 version. I'm not sure if the pads are any different for any other specifications. So yeah, this is the V6 Amarok front brake pad change. So we've jacked the car up, put a jack stand underneath, and we'll pop the wheel off and underneath the side as well for extra safety. Now these discs are their first pad change. I'm not going to worry about getting them machined. They're very smooth still. No problems at all. So the pads probably should have been changed at its last service, but that's what happens when you use a mechanic. Not many good ones around these days. So I have to change them myself because they're starting to squeak. So yeah, pop the bonnet and just loosen the brake fluid cap because we're going to be pushing the piston back in. Just to release the air that comes out of the top there, make it a bit easier. So we'll turn the steering out so we can get better access. Now I'm going to try the screwdriver method to push these pads in. I normally use a brake piston pusher, but apparently this method works pretty good and you can do it while it's still assembled. And it's working pretty good. So these are the new pads, way more meat on those. Check that out. So we have to make room for the new pads, which means pushing the pistons back to where they came from. And now we've got enough gap there, we can use 2 screwdrivers to lever one out each side, and that looks like way more room. So that should be enough room to put our new brake pads in. All right, we need a 15mm socket or spanner to get this one single bolt out. That's all you need to remove. So we're going to use the impact driver here.
Okay, it's going in the right direction. Make sure you put
Pop that on your bolt and squeeze the trigger or turn your wrench. All right, that's all we need to remove. The only one bolt that comes out to change these brake pads, which are awesome. Now just flip up your caliper, either get somebody to hold it, or you can use an octopus strap or a bit of rope. And your brake pads just push out sideways. So that's the old pad. There's the part number. It's the Volkswagen Amarok V6. Not much meat left on those. No wonder they were squealing. So we'll pop the other brake pad out as well. So it's a shame. These brake pads should have been really changed, or I should have been alerted that they needed changing at the last service. That's why I service my car myself now. I don't trust anybody. Look at that. That wouldn't have gone a few more weeks without doing extra damage to your disc. So I've just caught it in time. So now let's just make sure these brake pads are exactly the same as the new ones going in. Otherwise we'll have to go get some different ones. So they look pretty good. Everything lines up the same. Now we have to reuse the clips, the spring clips on the ends. So we'll just transfer those over to the new pads. Just a matter of pulling them off the old pads, making sure they're okay. Now these have only been through not even one pad change yet. So these are still okay. So we'll just slip them onto the new pads. Might need to bend that in slightly, we'll see. But they do act as a spring, so they will push in when we put the pads in the caliper. So yep, definitely the same pad, not much meat on those. Okay, put the other clip on and we're ready to go. Now, it does come with some grease, but don't apply the grease until the pads are in. One mistake that I didn't think of at the time, but I realized when I went to put the pads in, yes, this should have been done after the pads were installed, just before you drop the brake caliper. Because this is why you get it all over your bloody hands. Lucky I'm wearing gloves. All right, push these pads straight in like that. They go in fairly easily. The other side was a bit trickier, but these went in not too bad. So they just push in from the side like that. So obviously a better idea to lubricate these afterwards so you don't get it all over your hands.
Maybe you put that before.
So I've cleaned the pads up. Get our packet of grease, there's the instructions. It doesn't say put it on before, but it's definitely recommended. So we'll just apply a small amount to each side of the pad. And just smear that around a bit so it contacts all the metal on metal surfaces. And there we go. Pads in. Look at the difference. That's crazy. So you try not to get your pads this low, but this is probably the absolute bare minimum you want to get your pads to run down to. But I tell you what, got my money's worth. Now that little clip down the bottom there is touching your disc, so we just want to fix that up a bit as well. Just give your brakes a general check over, just to make sure everything is okay. So yeah, it's not just a matter of slapping in some new pads. You do need to do your quick checks. Now these slide pins are moving beautifully, but if they aren't, give them a lubrication as well. They're moving just fine. So we'll leave those as they are. We won't rip the boots off. Okay, now we'll see if this caliper closes down over the pads or if we need to make a bit more room. All right, so the pistons just need to be pushed in a couple of millimeters more, not much. Doesn't quite make it over the pads. So we'll just try and squeeze those in a bit more. It doesn't need too much more. And yep, that fits over just nicely. Yeah. Just push your slide pin in a bit. And then that closes down nicely. So we'll put our bolt back in, our 15mm securing bolt for the bottom of the caliper. Do it up by hand. Now, I'm not sure of the torque specs of this. I'm just going to do it up with the impact driver, a few clicks. All right, now we've got the caliper secured, new brake pads in. We just need to go and give the brake pedal a few pumps.
A couple of times. Yep.
Before we take it for a test drive. But we do have to do the other side first as well. But this will just make sure these pads are seated nicely against the disc. You don't want to go for a drive and have no brakes. So it looks like those pads have seated very nicely against the disc.
Yeah, because the piston had to move in. Alright. That's good. That's how you change the brake pads. On an Amarok. Beauty! Then we've got to put the wheel back on. You know how to do that. And take off your jack stand. And then take that out. And you're good.
And as always, thanks for watching. If you liked what you see, hit the like button. Don't forget to leave a comment below. That would help my channel grow. And if you want to see more videos like this, subscribe to my channel. That would be fantastic.